A millionaire visits his son's grave and finds a black waitress crying with a little boy. What he discovers leaves him in shock. The November drizzle gave the cemetery an air of eternal farewell. Before a marble headstone rested the son he had lost 3 years ago. There, Don Esteban Ferraz, a powerful businessman and heir to an industrial empire, saw something that froze his blood. In front of the grave, a young black woman in a waitress uniform was holding a small boy in her arms. Both were crying as if the world had ended. Don Esteban stopped, his gloved fingers tightening around a bouquet of white lilies. He had never seen them before, but something in the boy's face, something felt hauntingly familiar. "Excuse me," he said, his voice cold and sharp. "This is a private moment. You're standing in the wrong place." The young woman lifted her head, her tearful eyes filled with silent dignity, something Don Esteban did not expect. "I'm sorry, sir," she whispered softly. "I didn't know anyone would come today." "Who are you?" he asked. "And why are you crying at my son's grave?" The boy looked up at him with bright green eyes. The same eyes Don Esteban saw in the mirror every morning. The same eyes that once belonged to Arturo, his son, who died in a car accident at 28. "My name is Haiza Campos," the woman said quietly. "And this is Gail. I used to work at Cafe Aurora in the city. I come here every month, because Arturo meant a lot to us." Don Esteban felt the ground vanish beneath his feet. For 3 years, he had mourned Arturo's death, believing the Ferraz bloodline had ended with him meant a lot. "What do you mean?" he asked. Trembling, Reza hesitated. She looked down at the boy holding her hand tightly, and took a deep breath. "He helped me when I needed it most. When Gail's father abandoned us, Arturo gave me a job, helped me pay the rent, and promised I would always have a safe place." Don Esteban frowned, confused. "And why does that boy have my son's eyes?" Silence fell like a sentence. The rain began to pour harder. Reza wiped her tears and spoke in a trembling voice. "Because Gail is his son." For a moment, Don Esteban couldn't breathe. The flowers slipped from his hands. "That's impossible," he murmured, staggering backward. "Arturo never told me about you." Reza took a step forward, her fear mixing with courage. "I never wanted anything, sir. Not money, not recognition. I only wanted Gail to know who his father was. That's why I come here. So he learns to thank the man who loved him, even if the world never knew." Don Esteban looked at the boy again. He was smiling innocently, unaware of the storm that had just begun. And in those eyes, the same ones he had loved in his son, Don Esteban felt the weight of the past, the sting of guilt, and perhaps a new chance. His heart, torn between prejudice and the love he still felt for his son, finally chose. He knelt before little Gail, wrapped him in his arms, and whispered through tears, "Welcome home, my grandson." If this story touched your heart, comment family, and tell us which city you're watching from.